Okay, let's start. So the first goal, that hopefully will be fast, is to update the app website to fix a layout bug that where the buttons are not shown properly. I'll show you what I mean. They look okay on the desktop view, but on the mobile view, these two buttons layout sucks. Oh, by the way, I need 10 testers. I need 10 people to try the app. Not really testers, people that just try the app for free. So go to budgetpilot.net website and say request early access by just providing your Google email, and you can try the app. Well, so going on with that, in normal view, yeah, if I close that, I go in the desktop view. Those two buttons are just okay. It's just in the mobile view that they are not well laid out. Yeah, they're okay also on a small screen size. It's just the mobile view. So I did create a ticket for that with the help of Sonnet. The ticket is here. Hold on, let me find it. How can I have to grab it here to dock it, right? There you go. And actually I can keep this open. And make this a little bit bigger. And the ticket is here in progress. Poof. Edit transfer between different currencies. Open bug. Yep. When editing, no, no, that's not the ticket. That's another bar to fix. This is okay. Fix mobile layout header. So this is also a bug, we can say. Okay. Open bug, fix mobile layout, and actually, I'm just nitpicking. I already have a bug label, so I don't need to say bug here. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the right ticket. This updates slowly. Okay, there you go. I'm ashamed of myself sometimes, but to keep everything the same. Okay, so fix mobile layout for header buttons on landing page. Yeah, that's it. We request early access and join the waiting list button in the header of landing pages to fit properly on mobile views. The text wraps awkwardly and the button appears misaligned. Desktop view, perfect. Mobile view, okay. See screenshot, which is actually not. I didn't add a screenshot. Can you even add a screenshot? Get rid of that. Doesn't matter. It's just Um, acceptance criteria, header buttons should display correctly on mobile device, text should not wrap awkwardly within buttons, buttons should be appropriately sized. Okay, this is the I always going overboard. This is a front-end issue. Okay, okay, I'm agreeing with all of that. So let's say this is Sonnet Max model 4.6. Let me check that. Default recommended Sonnet 4.5. Otherwise, we have Opus. It's now marked as legacy. Amazing. Because Sonnet basically overtook Opus in many ways. Yeah. And it's cheaper to one or to love. And the Haiku, fastest and cheapest model for simple task. And we have thinking off. How to turn off thinking? To turn on thinking, I don't know. Well, maybe just add the word think in the text. But now we don't need to think. Just need to create a branch. Create a branch for this issue. You already know what the issue is because I just created in the same session. So I can say this. Mobile header buttons, good. Okay, create it and check it out. Yes, okay. Hmm. I think there was a shift tab. Accept edit, plan mode. This might be a good idea. Let's go plan mode. But there was another one, another abbreviation. Command tab? No, that's option tab. Yeah, thinking on. There you go. Option tab. Thinking of. Let's keep thinking on. We have a max plan. So a max 5, which is the cheapest of the max, but it's plenty of usage. So now what I'm gonna do, apart from getting a little bit cooler, is to stay okay. Make a plan to fix the issue. Maybe we don't need to stay okay. Okay. So I get water. Ah. So yeah, the output is too much. So we read only the last part, not the thinking part. I need to investigate the landing page buttons, find the landing page component, locate the section. I just said that not reading and not reading. Examine the current CSS styling, identify what's causing mobile layout issue, look for responsive design patterns, file path, current. Okay, okay, that sounds good. Makes sense. I skim read it, but do we see some code already? That's a bit. I just said, yeah, well, okay. Um, there is some media queries. 600 is maybe excessive. 400, yeah. There you go. 400 is the breakpoint. Prevent awkward test wrapping, make them. So let me see what the breakpoint needs to be in practice. So if I go like this in, do go F11. No, that was not there. Function F11. No, that's the volume. It was option, command option I. There you go. Wow, so annoying. So here, does it say, yeah, 375. If I go responsive, let me do, the height doesn't even matter. Let me do the width 400. It's pretty fine still, but we can do a breakpoint here. But if we go 390, let's say, still fine. If I go 380, okay. So yeah, we could do the breakpoint 400, which is just a little before. Probably happens exactly at 385. Look at that. Hmm, interesting. Um, no wrap, but that will go outside the button. Don't wouldn't be wouldn't it? Hmm. Okay. But then we make the font smaller too. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So here you go. That's the only thing that I to read actually, which is here the one. This dim text. Ready to code is a cloud plan. Plan to fix mobile header button layout. Root cause. The request early access and join buttons have text blocking issues on mobile due to no white space, no wrap. No white space, no wrap to prevent it wrapping. So it means that directive is not there. In other words, too much padding. Uh, maybe. Changes require fix button components, add white space, no wrap, reduce horizontal padding from 20 to 12 at 600 breakpoint, maybe. Further reduce to 8 pixel at 400. reduce line height to 1.5 or mobile, adjust font size from 480 to 600 pixel, and for render go to 11. Change button container from justify content space between to center. Change button container from justify content space between to center. Ah, okay. Reduce, okay, instead of space between to center. Not sure how this will help, but we will see. Because basically it will be the same, isn't it? We'll see. Um, trust that, but I don't know where I am anymore. Here, reduce gap from 20 to 8. Gap between elements, because there is padding and gap as well. And what else? Add 400 pixel breakpoint to stack multiple buttons vertically with full width. Uh, I don't think we need that. Testing, buttons display quality. Okay. No. I don't think we need to stack buttons vertically on mobile. It seems they could fit just fine with the other adjustments. Or go away. The user is giving me feedback on the plan. Okay, ready to go. Here is close plan. Plan to fix root cause, request early access, no white space, too much panic, changes required, add white space. Okay, fix header layout, change button container, testing, verify. It looks like he removed that part. Yes, manually approve edits. Okay, let's go slow and start to use tokens. And here at Cloud Monitor is telling me that we spent $0.34. In reality, it's free. I mean, it's included in the subscription, I meant to say. But it's not this, but it gives an idea what the API cost would have been. And we used 19 messages, and maybe we can use 366 in the 5-hour window, maybe more. But it gives an idea. So it's changing this. Oh, yeah, no white space, no wrap. Mm. And then the breakpoint here goes down to 600. I don't know why that changed. Because 600 was just fine. Hold on. 600. 400 is just fine. But if I go 600 means 600 and below, so let's try 500. Something below 600. Okay. And 490 or 480 even. It's already have a breakpoint at 480. At 481, just fine. Uh, I am not sure why you are changing the 600 breakpoint at 481 pixel. Is everything is just fine. All the problems start only at 385, let's say 390 and below. Let's give feedback. The user is pointing out that changing things that don't need to be changed. Exactly. Okay. Right. So that's a much less intrusive change. I like it. Accept that one. 390 could have said 400. Yeah, so let's go 391. Actually, still good. 390. Ah, problem. Yeah. But there is another one. Reducing the gap. So let's see how that helps. Let me try to resize this in a way I can see both. Okay. So let's accept that and see how the gap is reduced. Accept it. I don't see any change. Reload the page. No change. Change. Build. Oh, I'm going live. I'm an idiot. Oh, shoot. That's the deployed version. What I really need to do is go to dev budget pilot 1. All right. And now in this checkout version, I'm gonna do cd web npm run dev. And now I can go localhost 5173. Ah, I don't like center. Okay, let's do this. Okay, done. I fixed the mobile editor issue. That's what changed. Add the white space, no wrap. Okay, so this looks almost good, but I really don't like the center. I prefer the space between. And actually, so that was in Buttonsveld. Let's try to find the file. Buttonsveld. I think we can change it. So let's find center. Justify content center. No, no, no. That's not the one. Let's go to find it. There. Justify content center. Header svelte. Ah. Header svelte. And actually 390. I really like 400. Breakpoint. A little bit earlier than needed. It's better. I was told to speak. I said for 390. So let's put 400 and let's remove justify content center. All right, that's it. Oh, it looks a bit empty. But it's probably okay. Um, gap 8 pixel. What's the gap about? Between them or between the border here? Is this gap? Let's make it much bigger to see what is it. 48 pixel. I don't see any difference. It's probably between the two, and this no. So if we had, let's go back. If we had center, then that gap is this gap, I think. So if I put instead of 8, 48, that's the gap. Okay. So let's put back 8 pixel. Removes, so that's the kind of the minimum gap, but here is much more because we have space. Then I 600 justify content is space between. I thought that was the default. Top bar buttons. So I don't think that's needed at all, right? Ah, yes, it was. Okay. So if I go above 600, it goes back to space between. It's better if we do it 600. Ah, okay. That's why, because you really need a 600 because there is a logo there. It's a little bit different. The layout changes at 600. That's when we go 601. Oh, looks like we had to put this 600 breakpoint a little bit earlier. Let's try 650. Right. Now let's try 650 should be fine. 651. Yeah, it's fine. Ah, incredible how many edge cases there are, with a how do you call it, responsive layout. Because you try few places, you think it's okay. Instead, there are so many different edge cases. So here it's getting closer. This went on a second line. It looks good. This is getting closer, but it looks good. That's when the font changes at 480. That's the breakpoint. There are too many breakpoints, man. 480. But do you really need this at all? I don't think we need that at all. Because it was useful only if we had the center. But if we don't have that anymore, we don't need it. There you go. That gets very small at 480. Where is this breakpoint? I don't see it. It's inside the button. Yeah, it's here. 480. Yes, font size 12. I think it's too aggressive. Go 13. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, how can yeah, a model there can help, but the only way to really work on these issues to try. I know that some model can use the browser and try themselves, but they can definitely enjoy that. So now it looks good. This is that was used to be 480 is even bigger 481. Yes, it is. So here we can go down between 16 to 14. We don't need to be so aggressive. 481, yeah, smaller, but not too much. 480. And then the next breakpoint, let's say 400, which I removed there. Yeah, I removed it. We are getting closer. Let's see if you have an issue close to 400. Probably we have. We mean we have to change the breakpoint a little bit higher, maybe. Yeah, we are out. So let's try for 440, yes, 420. Font size, I go to 12. Okay, let's try 420. So until here it's still good. And then it gets very small. Yeah, that's kind of 13. Yeah, it looks good. And then how small can it be? Of course, it will break when it's very, very small, but is there a device like that? This is already much smaller than my phone. Hey, there we are out there. Okay, let's try iPhone SE. Looks good. iPhone XR. Yeah, that's bigger. 12 Pro Pixels. Which phone is really small? iPad, sure, no problem. Yeah, totally different. Surface Pro 7. How big is that? Galaxy Fold, ZenBook, Nest Hub. That's interesting. Yeah, that's super big. Max Samsung Galaxy F. Okay, that's similar to my Samsung A55. Actually, probably included. No, yeah, probably you're right. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. So let's feed this back to um, the model to Sonnet, saying, um, I've done some changes to your work, testing them at various resolutions, and it looks all right. Can you please double check my changes first? Let's start with that. Then we commit and create a PR, and then we get Codex to, to give a second pair of eyes. So let's prepare that. Dev budget pile one, Codex, boom, let's prepare it. Agent MD, don't know if I have it. Okay, let me review the changes made. No app 480, non 5, that's svelte. Changes looks good. The user has a user more conservative font size reduction. Exactly. Adjust the breakpoints to match where it occurred for 20. Move the header column layout to 650. Yep, because if you find another issue within the command, but move, determine the gap, justify changes where needed. Let me want to do some linting. Okay, why not? I really want to get to the app issue after. This should be meant to be a small issue, so it's 30 minutes. But nature of the thing, that's how software development works. And this is even graphic design or UI design, UX design. Okay, more conservative font sizing, breakpoint adjusted from 390 to bottom, kept space no wrap, column layout, breakpoint. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, commit, please. Commit. Oh yeah, I say push. We have a max plan. We don't need to say commit, push, and create a PR. We can send 3 messages and waste tokens and pollute the environment. Then add, could not open a folder, try again. Adding. Great, the commit was successful and the pre-commit hook has run and passed. Everything is clean. Now I should clean up the to-do list. Okay, good. Push. How long will if I do git push, it takes like what 2 seconds. If I do with the AI, it's more fun, but it takes longer. Okay, now that wasn't too bad. Yeah, create a PR. See guidelines in call MD for the message because they have a tendency, all the model have a tendency of going overboard, creating a too verbose message. I just want a few sentences at most. Okay, we got a PR. So that means since the PR is there, that is starting to build. Let's go check in CI. That's a project. And put 19 pull request. Oh, eh. Because we have all the updates. Okay, let's focus on the dependable updates. Let's focus at the one we are working at and look at the other one later. Okay, so they're already built. All right, that was quick. The reason is it could skip most of the checks because we didn't change the app. So the checks, Flutter, infrastructure, and E2E test for the app are not needed. Mm, Okay, that's fantastic. So let's have a look at the PR diff and see how it looks. It's a little bit weird that we have a breakpoint of 480 and one 420. It looks like they want to be a single breakpoint, but in practical, it did look good in this way. So this is just formatting. Yeah, from two line to one. Fine. And this just changed the breakpoint a little bit. That's the other change I made. Okay, so let's do the review with. I don't know how the slash review works because review fucking what? I need to describe as well what I want to review. Let's ask directly to Codex, but Codex I don't have that much. Let's ask anyway. How does the slash review command works? Because specifying specifying only or sending only slash review does not seem to be helpful as review any changes. But what changes? As I have to describe what changes to review, uh, where the PR is, and which is the same as local code and the GitHub issue ticket describing the issue. What? I already have plus. What went wrong? Let's go to check. Is it expired? I didn't know it was expired already. Maybe it's expired. Maybe it's expired. Let's go to see. Did it expire today? Login. It's expired. In that case, we say it's good. I'm not going to expire just for to resubscribe just for that. But let's check first. Sign in. Sign in. How many times I have to say sign in? Expire today? Probably. Maybe they're right. Settings. No. Personal. I have to go. Where I have to go? Limits, cookbook, forum, personal, dashboard, settings. So it will be API keys. I mean, this is for the API. Yeah? Your profile, billing. No, this is for the API. Where's the plus? It's ChatGPT. It's not OpenAI, isn't it? ChatGPT. Hmm. Yes. Um. Yeah. There you go. It says free. Oh no. Go back. Why it says free? When did it expire? Yeah. ChatGPT Go. All right, you know what? Then let's do not subscribe for now to GPT-5. It's expire. Let it expire. I'm gonna do something different. Let's close this. Where was GPT here? Let's close this. Now, if I use clothes without this, is using GLM 4.6, which is, not as capable as Sonnet 4.5, but a decent model. We can ask to review. Can you review the PR? So when I review, always ask to review to a different model because the same model will say, oh, they did the changes, is not able to review objectively because it's invested in the changes. It would say everything is perfect, even when it is not. So it's a different model now. Can you review the PR? Review the PR corresponding to issue 551, corresponding to uh, GitHub, one word, two words, issue 551. The local code has the same branch with all the same changes. Okay, I see this. Okay, yeah, well, that won't work. Fine. Um, that won't work. Did you read the load MD? Because if you did read that, I would know. I I think I already did a review, but should have said to read code MD before, but I didn't need to say that because that's the whole point. You should always read code MD, but it does not do that. Um, so let's see what it says. Everything is good. It says basically. Actually, yeah. There is not much that can go wrong in these changes. Approved. Small, well implemented fix. Oh, that's so much more. But there is no issue. So let's merge it. So let me double check first that we don't have any uncommitted changes because sometime I noticed there is that problem. So that's not okay. Everything is committed. So let's go here to the PR itself, conversation. So my GPT-5 subscription is expired. Okay, good to know. No need now. We're doing just fine with 2 AI models. We don't need 20. Okay. We don't need three. Actually, no, they change. Okay. So let's merge. So that means now the pipeline will start running and will deploy the website automatically as part of the pipeline. If the everything before passes, which it should pass, then it will do the web deploy step down here, but nobody can deploy. I don't like this how the GitHub Action put this seems a single block, but it isn't two blocks. Why there is not a small gap between them? Anyway, not a big deal. So now we merged the PR. That means we can go here, open a terminal here. Why does that awkward thing? Okay. Uh, and now we can switch to main. We can pull because it's merged. We can fetch also, we'll delete the branch. Oh, and it's all the new dependable ones, fine. And then we can manually delete, and then what the heck is going on? Ah, okay. And we can manually delete. I don't like that is so not in a good state of layout for this. Okay. Now it's doing the deploy so we can test live once that is done. And while it's doing that, I will take a small break. Come back in a second. I will leave that on the screen. All right. Yeah, they will not do this step, so just this. Will take a couple of minutes. Small break. If I see that it's already done, that's good. So now going to double check live. So I change this from localhost to the live site, budgetpilot.net, and it's good. There you go. No more problem here. Now what is Galaxy? There we go. Another iPhone, a little bit smaller. And even if we go on responsive, yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, but I think we don't cut off from that small. I don't think maybe it doesn't even exist. Or if it does, not our target. Now I try here on my real phone, yeah, just to be sure everything works. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So you. Yeah, no more awkward layout there. It's fantastic. If I go inside the pages, everything looks good. I'm very happy about this change. Okay, so we can say that this ticket it's closed. We can close it. So close issue. It was a small issue. It's 45 minutes. Yeah, review and tested. We already review and tested. So done. Fantastic. So the next real issue that was bothering me more, it was an app issue. It's an app issue where editing transfer between currency fails because um, when I do edit a transfer between multiple currencies in the app and I do edit transaction, this comes up as negative, but when you insert them, because this is transfer to and transfer from, you insert them as positive, and it's intended that two gets uh, money and from removes the money, so you don't need a sign. So when you press update, it wants a positive number, but we didn't insert a positive number. If I change this, yeah, and update, that would pass, but I don't have, I shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, and we're similar in the same situation. We shouldn't have to do that. So yeah, it's a small bug, but important to fix. So I created already some analysis. Oh, and the most important thing is that there is ETE test, apparently testing there, even testing the wrong thing. Okay. And it passes. So I'm not sure what even passes. So let's find this test. Um, let's read a little bit because I created this issue a couple of days ago with AI. So didn't even read the whole thing. So the first thing to do is this. Now we are switching context. So let's quit this. I know you can do clear context, but I prefer to quit. And I quit that, and we start a new session. Right. And so Sonnet, and they say here, this is GLM instead, not CLM, but GLM. Okay. So in GLM, we start Claude, and we are now in GLM 4.6 mode. And now we say, please read issue 550. Read issue 550 and create a new branch for it, then stop. Not top, but stop. Don't change any code. Don't change any class. Let's be explicit because they have a tendency of doing too much. Okay. And the branch fix. Okay, perfect. So let's see read the issue two. Transfer editing between currencies shows negative. Let me put this up a little bit. There you go. Negative amounts and face validation. Correct. By description, when editing a transfer transaction between two accounts with different currencies, the second amount, received amount, displayed as negative in the form and attempting to save is blocked by a validation that requires positive number. Correct. Um, the issue is update transfer method, which calls normalize amount. This calls transfer to transaction to being converted to negative. During transfer creation, transfer from gets negative amount, transfer to gets uh, yeah, positive amount. Editing, the same function. We have to be very careful when you change that. Converts transfer to from positive to negative. The existing E2E test passes because it validates bug delay behavior. Okay, but it does not save, then it means. I don't know. Let's check that. Let's check. Let's find the test first. So let's close everything else in the editor that was regarding the website. It's too fast. And now go find the files. Okay. App integration test. That's what we're talking about. And here we go finding files for that name. Ah, edit transfer. Files to exclude integration text. But this is exactly where we want to look at. In okay, so accounts that okay. So this is where it's called, and this is where it's actually implemented. Actually, good. So let's see what it does, and let's see if it's clear enough. We can read the test or not. So there you go. What we're gonna like to do is to add something for me temporarily so I don't lose this test. So, it will be easy to find by scrolling in the file. So we add this line like that. Edit transfer between currencies, just the text test name. Edit transfer between accounts with different currency, correct. Updated date, original description, Sent amount, update the received amount. Ah, that's why. Obviously it passed because we are putting in a positive amount. We are overriding, that's what we just did before. If we override the amount with a positive amount rather than just saving, then it will pass. So the only thing to change in this test, it's fine, is this sent amount should not be negative. Right, so I just have to remove that. No, maybe this is in the transaction list, so that's okay. Let's go slowly and figure out. Allora, this is later when you go transaction list. So this is just defining some variable, so it didn't do anything yet. Menu chase menu, okay. Maybe this comment is nonsense. It's already clear that it's going to the chase menu. Oh, let's remove the comment. Tap on text transactions. There we go. Basically, what it does is this, yeah. It goes here, transactions, yeah. Here I need a comment. Or the comment there, instead of being chase menu, should say open model. Open model menu for chase. That makes more sense. And then this one, open these transactions. It's out of the screen. Open these transactions. Click on this transaction option or tap on transactions. Is uppercase, as keep saying. Okay. Then we've done that. Then what we do, I click on that, and there is no transaction. So side menu 3, original description. Mm. Okay, it means the third side menu basically, but let's keep it on that. Edit transaction. So if we had a transaction, why we don't have transactions anymore here? Because I thought we had a transaction. If I click on today, okay, we went to different date for some. There you go. So edit transaction. Is that what you're clicking? Yep. Let me go back. So it clicked on this menu, and now we click. That opens the model menu. Okay. Select edit transaction from model menu. And then just assert that you find the right transaction, correct. And then sent amount and receive. Oh, that's where it is. Received amount. That's where. No. It's not negative. Received negative. Uh, don't. Probably yes. Received amount to from cent amount is the negative one. No, edit, to go back, option square bracket, no, comma square bracket, no, control square bracket, shift comma square bracket, yeah. Anyway, it's here. The one is wrong is the cent amount because it's from the cent amount is wrong because it's negative. But I don't see how this one, yeah. Why adds the 00 like that? Because these are numbers instead of strings. But it is positive. Then here is where I start to change things. Change account from HSBC Mortgage. Yeah, I change the account. Yeah, you can do that. That's what he's doing. And we don't have another account, but if there were, you could change it. And then it changed also the other account. Insert date, description, and then it puts the amounts. But then in the transaction, one is negative, that makes sense. So account one, yeah, it's the name of the account, to Amber Bank 120, and we are looking at the Amber Bank. If we look account one that sent the money, that's negative. That's correct here. The line that is actually checking um, the original sent amount is this. Oh no, okay. One way to do that is this. Original sent amount we display it. Yeah, we are testing that, and let's display this too. Even the problem is the first one, but just to keep everything more symmetric. There you go. So these are part of account transfer test, and this test is part of I don't know, accounts test, and this is part of the main E2E. And I have to run everything because you need to create the accounts first. Okay. So this simulator is a phone one. Let's stop the running, the current running program. Okay, stop. Okay, good. And now we run the Flutter test by hand, which should target the first emulator, hopefully. So to do that, I think I have an npm command, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's go back. Let's ask this to here. Okay, I started studying the tests, E2E test to figure out What's the problem? Um, I added more output. Now I'm going to try to run main E2E to see what's happening. Okay, I just update on what I've done. The real question is, how do I run the tests from the command line? The let's be specific, main E2E tests from the command line. Did we create a npm script command? Okay, easier than looking it myself. Yeah, that's a manual way, but I created a command. Yeah, that's different. No, 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 no. Yes, you can do that. No, 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 no. I think there is at least a SH script here, but there you go. Second try is a winner, isn't it? You are right, shell scripts. Oh my god. I'm not sure if you can run it from there. Are you sure you can run it from the main folder? Or should you run it from inside up? Okay, now we got that. You are right to question that. Looking at the scripts, use a relative path. Since it's looking at, you should. Man. Oh, it's the wrong suggestion until you double check. There you go. So let's call this shell. We can run this E2E test like that. Let's call this monitor, cloud monitor. And let's just call this run for GitHub Actions. Okay. Now it's taking some time to load the app, build, load, and soon we shall see what the output is. It will be helpful. Installing sufficient storage, but it seems to run. So let's not do anything about that. Then the view won't help us much because it's frozen. That's the test. Verify initial state with no account shows empty message. Cancel return to home screen. Shows error match service without account balance. So these are early tests. Actually, we should have made a failure just after the test itself, so it doesn't go. Create GBP account with negative balance. Create USD account with positive balance in the past. We are still in the account test, not transfer test. Create account. Creates account. So we are still in account test. Choose error message with duplicate account name. Case insensitive. I like the way I made this transfer. There you go. This output is really good. Account transfer between Chase and HSBC, same currency. Okay, so this is a same currency test. Transfer between Chase and different currency. Okay, that's creating the transfer, so no problem with that. And finally, maybe the next one is when it edits, delete account. Okay, fine. Does not delete account with transactions. Okay. We create a huge mess if we do. Rename account. Rename account to duplicate name. We're not there yet. Oh, that's where he failed. That's why he created a screenshot. Why did he fail? That's not expected. Because I didn't do changes. Rename account keeping same name. Top of menu Wells Fargo. Stack trace. Finder, not finder. Did not receive a point. Ah, okay. That's because I'm running for the first time the test on the small screen. And in the small screen, you have to scroll to reach uh, this button. That's annoying. So tapping on menu Wells Fargo says a call to found the widget, but the offset 330, 585. 330 is okay, but 585 is bigger than the screen. Uh, would not hit the specified target. Maybe the target is off screen. Yes, that's the case. Uh, this is the test. I shouldn't have to change that now. Maybe we should just change the emulator, but for the point of making the test more less brittle, let's do that too. Account rename test. Taps on keyword file. We just have to say, comma, scroll through. That's it. I got, I wrote all these functions to be as easy as possible to use, and they are. So now we can try again. Maybe we'll have more issues. Okay, the change I want to do as well, so is this. The test that we are really interested in is this. Transfer, close this please. Transfer money between Chase and Wells Fargo different currency. Was that the one? No, this is the creation. We're interested in the edit, which is here. Yep. This is the test we're interested in, which we put the line. Good job. So log test name, there is an option I added here. I think it's called emphasis. To make it clear, and also how to stop after this test. So let's see what it's called here. Edit transaction. We could do a manual thing where we say just don't run this test like that. Let's see. And now this is towards the end. And now this will be the last test to execute. Okay. Now we can run again. Hopefully it will pass. Did I run this in the E2E terminal? Yeah, let's keep the same. There you go. Okay. Let it go. Come back in a second. So good. So now we don't have to, get mad to find where exactly the test is because it's the last one. We'll execute. And the test that was failing should now pass also on small screen because we are scrolling. And we should have some asterisk or some other way in which the test we are interested in is highlighted. But anyway, it's the last test. So the last test, so we'll find it easily. Pass some money between account different currency. So he creates it here and deletes account. Let me charge here. Oh, something failed. Not expected. Same issue, yeah. Was thrown, told to tap. Ah, so it's same error. So we didn't fix it with the scroll? Or we put the scroll in the wrong place? Rename accounts, changing case only. That's the test. Tapping on it doesn't say in scrolling. Ah, it says here. Ah, so maybe we fix it here, but now the next test, which rename accounts keeping same name, and this is rename account changing case only. So let's see. I just want to make sure. So we fixed one, but there is an analogous failure just after. Let's see what failed before here. Let's see if that's the case. That's the image. 20. My name account's keeping the same name. Yep, that's fixed. Now the 21 is the one that failed. We have to fix in the same exact way. Test 21. This test change number, no ID, just the execution order. Tapping on keywords, Spargo needs and scrolling. So we have to find this test, rename account in account rename test file, rename account keeping case changing case only. The file was forgot. The file was account rename test. Okay, close. There you go. Account rename test, and we can find that one. And we have to add scroll through here. Doesn't look like we have the next one, and we can rerun all the tests once more. And better luck next time. Well, now we know we can also run on a small phone, but this is like not even testing anything. It's just outside the screen. It's just telling that scrolling works. Maybe not very useful, but okay. At least it works also on a small phone. The D2E. It would work. The app would work anyway on a small phone, but all right. So it's doing the build. and we shall see soon what's gonna happen. And maybe here we have two options. Either we allow to create screenshot, and that's way it works in a I don't know how to explain exactly, but the concept is that this screen um, is updated in memory, so it can dump it when an error happens, or you disable there, and then uh, it's updated live as it goes in the app, but then you can't take a screenshot. It's a limitation of the emulator, as I understand. If I do close all and I go main E2E, I think here when I go open up, is this line. Maybe this comment uncomment should be a command line option, but it's okay. Test already running, we're not changing anything more. So we just have to wait to reach test 21 that was failing, and it should not now pass because we are scrolling to access the Fargo account that was off the screen. I will take a little bit of time. Mhm. Check the weather. Phew. Is it gonna rain today? Yes. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna rain all the time. It's not raining now. Does it say it's raining now? Yes, it says it's raining now. Well, it says it will rain in 20 minutes. Not trusted because normally it's not happening like that. But what it means is possible to rain, but it might not rain. There's a probability it might rain, but it will rain at a certain point. Don't know exactly when. Okay, test 21 is the one I was failing. Oh, it's taking too long there. Oh, oh yeah, it went through. Okay, that was exactly where it was failing. I think how many we have to go through to just get to the test we're interested in. Hopefully everything will not fail again. And we can see I want to see is the amount we are checking positive or negative, because that was the mystery, because was looking like he was checking a positive amount. He was checking that the amount in the form was positive, but we know that it's negative as I use the app manually, so I don't understand the test. But I guess I'm missing something. Ooh, we got a failure. We got a failure. This is a different failure, not a test failure, but or maybe it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's a layout failure. A render flex overflow by 14 pixel at the bottom. Why we forgot to what's happening? When you do add expense, I try it on the phone. Yeah. Is the at the expense screen not have a scrolling? Maybe I forgot. Maybe I forgot. So let's go add, expense add. Yeah, keep this format so they stick together. Format, start with the screen. The screen, start here, that's the build. Define some variables. And then there is this async value. Yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Which then, if it has data, does this case. So it's this case I have to look it at build scaffold, which has an up bar and a safe area and a child. So the child is built from body, which is here, which is a single child scroll view. So I don't understand what the issue is because it's scrolling. Right. That's what I wanted to check. Is there a scrolling? Yes, there is. So how can you overflow at the bottom? All these issues are coming because I'm using the small phone. Basically, I'm debugging issues that have nothing to do with the bug itself. Perhaps I should give up now using the small phone, use a normal phone for the test. This is a real issue, by the way. Um, let's capture it. This is a real issue in the app because the app should not never have overflows, but it's a different issue. So let's capture this with the context and I don't think we need that subtrace, but I'll get some. Yes, Marshmallow. Okay, paste here. Oh, so is this time for a walk, Marshmallow? All right, okay. We'll go on later then. Stop streaming. Do another session in a few minutes. Bye.